policing the police every single day, and doing what the Charlotte County Sun newspaper and local TV stations won't do every single day. Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and we're going to do a story on if our sheriff gives a shit about this virus or not, and if he gives a shit about you and your life and the life of your families. So here we got the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, and we have the arrest search. And we are going to do date confined. I'm not a robot. There's the dickhead dictator right there. And let's see if he gives a shit about you and your family and this virus that's going on. So look at this. Yesterday, 15 arrests. And so here's what we're going to show. This fucker doesn't give a shit about you, your life, your family, none of that, man. It's all about policing for profit. So let's see if there's any victimless crimes where he didn't need to put them in jail. So here you go. You got some chick. Possession or use of drug paraphernalia. So this guy's a dick. Frietis put him in. He's an a-hole. So here you go. Charlotte County Sheriff doesn't give a shit about you. This is a victimless crime, and he put this person in jail, and they could possibly die from the virus. Let's try it again. Let's go to this one. We have Richard Fitzgerald. And he is in a driving without license revoked habitual offender. Probation violation. So, here we got people dying from this freaking nasty virus, and the sheriff doesn't give a shit about you, or your family's life, or your own goddamn life. And he put him in jail for something. Where's the victim? There is no victim. All right, let's try this again. I mean, I'm really trying to see if there anybody in here that actually has a victim. And actually, I was in here earlier looking around, and there actually is somebody. But even then, it's questionable. So you got a homeless guy, violation of probation. Ooh, we have to put him in jail. Who cares if he can possibly die from being incarcerated and dying from the coronavirus for violation of probation. Wow. Okay, that's more proof that your Charlotte County Sheriff dickhead dictator does not give a shit about you. By the way, he is a felon. He has an illegal list of gun owners, and he's illegally profiling. That's a third-degree felony. And he's committing a misdemeanor offense by violating records law. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's see if there's anybody in here that actually has a victim. So let's click on this. This one might be the one that has a victim. Battery by intentional touch or strike. So that does have a victim. But again, people are dying from this stuff. And so, yeah, he beats somebody up. But the sheriff says, fuck you. I might kill you by putting in there. Yeah, let me see. I don't believe that fits the charge, does it? Sheriff says, I'm going to kill you. Okay, so that's not good. So let's go back in here again. Let's try again. City of Northport, that's interesting. That is if Northport's bringing people down here, this is going to be interesting. DUI, alcohol, or drugs. Driving while license is suspended. Actually, no victim again. And the sheriff put him in here and said, fuck you, I don't give a shit. So I can just keep going on and on. They're almost all victimless crimes. And, and the sheriff doesn't care. He's just going to keep going out with his road pirates, policing for profit, violating people's rights. It'll start with the turn signal that's out. Who cares if people are dying from the virus? We got to keep this shit going and put them in jail and possibly kill them and spread the virus with our own police. Wow. Remember what our founding fathers said, take a goddamn country back. You're a frog in a pot. The water's gone. You're on the bottom frying. Get the hell out and fight this goddamn tyrant named Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell.
Good morning. The Philadelphia Police Department has temporarily updated our protocols in light of the public health crisis we now face. We have made operational adjustments needed to navigate this period of time while we all take steps to curb the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus. The department is not turning a blind eye to crime. We will continue to enforce all laws. However, people who commit certain nonviolent offenses will be detained and arrested at the scene. When the person's identity is confirmed, they will be released with a warrant issued for them to come in later for processing. When we are on the other side of this health crisis, we will return back to normal operations. With that said, no one will escape accountability for the crimes that they commit. An officer is able to use discretion and, with a supervisor, determine whether the person being detained poses a threat to public safety, and if so, take the offender into custody right then. To balance this approach, during this crisis, we are reassigning officers from several plainclothes units to patrol duties to increase police presence and visibility and to also deter crime 24 hours a day. These are among several steps we are implementing to protect our officers and the people we serve from exposure to and spread of COVID-19. We are also temporarily suspending the livestock vehicle impoundment program. We are modifying our roll calls to ensure proper social distancing. We are asking officers to take measures to do the same when answering calls for service. We are also temporarily suspending some types of what's deemed to be non-essential in-service training. And police radio will redirect certain calls for service to district operations rooms to be handled by phone, thereby reducing unnecessary up-close in-person contact. We have also temporarily suspended police events that involve the gathering of 10 or more people. Furthermore, to ensure operational stability and accountability, Melvin Singleton has been promoted to Deputy Commissioner. He will be overseeing patrol operations, a position that has been vacant since the beginning of February. I want to acknowledge that I understand there is concern about classifying some offenses as nonviolent. As I've stated previously, officers will use discretion when deciding how an offender is processed on a case-by-case basis. When making a decision, officers will consider variables like the severity of the offense, criminal record, the offender's demeanor, and the potential danger to the community when determining whether to take the person into custody. I want you to know that we put a lot of thought into this approach, and our changes in protocol allow us to adjust to the changing availability of resources within other areas of the criminal justice system. This approach is designed first and foremost to keep our officers and the communities we serve safe from COVID-19 while strategically deploying department resources. Let me reiterate, criminal offenders will be held accountable for the crimes they commit while we all work to stay healthy and safe. And in closing, I want to say this. I personally want to apologize on behalf of the individual or individuals who chose to take it upon themselves to release internal documents without proper vetting, training, and communication, allowing us to get the proper narrative out to you, the public, and also internally to our rank and file here. Doing such created an undue fear of panic and alarm during a time of crisis. This was a huge distraction for our ability to continue to work around the clock. This is uncharted territory, and these are unprecedented times. It's also a huge distraction, and quite frankly, I think it's disrespectful to the fact that there is a family in mourning right now. Our department is in mourning. We just lost an officer last week. This is not helpful to our efforts, and we will still continue to do everything that we can to make sure that our rank and file are safe, but also that our community is safe. So with that, we will take any questions. I'm happy to clarify any information that is out there. But please know anything that we do with thought, we do with intention, and we'll make sure that we will maintain public order in our communities.
Hey Sherri County, this is Sherri County Cop Watch. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.